Hello and welcome to my very first album unboxing. Today I'm going to be unboxing and doing a bit of a review for BTS's Dark and Wild. A quick disclaimer before I start, this is not me opening the album for the very first time. I've actually owned this one for about a year now. I bought my copy of the album from a store that I visited many times called Morning Glory. They have a store located in Sydney. But I actually bought this one from their website, and I will leave the details in the information box in case you're interested. I found their service to be quite good, and since I live in Australia it came really quickly, but I'm pretty sure that now they do ship worldwide. This album is packaged in a beautiful black box, and as you can probably see, there is this really nice rainbow effect to it when you move it in the light. Here's a closer look at the sides. This is the side that the album opens from, and it is magnetized, as you can see. And here's the other side. And here is the back of the album. Now moving on to the inside. Dark and Wild comes with 2 photo cards, one single member photo card and one whole group photo card. So I was lucky enough to get Suga's photo card, and this is what it looks like. And here's the back. And this is my group photo card. And the back again. And I will quickly note, just in case you were curious, I've actually had these hanging up with blue tack for a very long time, and there's been no signs of blue tack stains. Inside the box there will be this piece of paper, and I'm pretty sure it's just talking about auditioning for Big Hit Entertainment. One feature that I really like is the inclusion of this little ribbon here to take the photo book out of the box. And then there's the photo book, which we will go through in detail later. And here's where the CD sits. Here's a closer look at the actual CD. And the CD just snaps into the box. The ring that it sits on is plastic. And I don't find it hard to remove the CD, which is a good thing, because with some albums it literally feels like I'm going to break the disc trying to get it out. Now moving on to the photo book. I find the photo book to be really nice quality. The front and back cover is just slightly thicker kind of card, and the paper inside is reasonable thickness and it is glossy. The only complaint I have about this photo book, as you can see in a few of the pages at the beginning, I haven't really opened this photo book that much, and you can already see the binding and it looks like it might fall apart eventually. Obviously, the only way to fix that is to be careful with it. Overall, Dark and Wild is one of my personal favorites from BTS. Particularly when I started listening to BTS, this was the style of music that I was really into. And it's the reason why this was actually the first album that I ever bought from BTS, or this is actually the first Korean album I ever bought. If I had to pick a favorite song, it would probably be Let Me Know. That's probably because I'm a Taehyung bias. His vocals are on point, and if you haven't listened to that song, you totally have to. These are the pages with all of the songs and the lyrics, and I'm not going to linger on these pages for too long, but you can see that there's all those scribbles and stuff. I think it's nice that it's something that's continuous throughout the whole thing. These pages are all the thank yous and credits and whatnot, and I'm presuming this is actually each of the members' handwriting, and I think it's a really nice personal touch. The quality overall is really high in comparison to some other albums that I've seen, and the only complaints I really have about it are to do with the binding of the photo book. I wish it were done better. But of course, if you love BTS and you want to support them, be sure to buy the physical copy of this album and the rest of their albums because they're all really good. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. I have plans to make more of these because I want to go through my whole collection and I have a whole variety of groups